Sarap. Very tender and juicy. Hello everyone, I'm Chef Mom Rosebud and I'm very excited to welcome you all to the first episode of US Pork, It's the Best. So starting today until the end of the year, I'll be featuring special savory meat dishes made only of course with high quality US pork, grain-fed to perfection. So abangan niyo yan dahil masasarap ang mga ipapakita ko sa inyong dishes using of course US pork. And speaking of US, dahil yung mga American friends ko, hindi pa sila masyadong nakaka-get over ng kanilang July 4 celebration in the US, I decided to make a dish to commemorate their celebration. So this is my US pork belly casserole. Do you want to learn how to do this? Continue watching the video and I'll show you how. Look for the sticker pag bibili kayo. US pork belly casserole. Hello again everyone! Welcome to my kitchen and as promised, ituturo ko sa inyo kung paano gawin ang US pork belly casserole. So let's start cooking. First thing that we need to do, of course, is to get our US pork belly from our freezer. So let me just get it. Ito siya. So this is actually available in all leading supermarkets. All you have to do is look for the sticker pag bibili kayo. Yan, US pork belly. Alam niyo ba that this one actually has a unique sweet taste because the pigs are fed with high quality corn and soybean. Kaya naman it makes the meat more tender and juicy, which is really very important, di ba? Pagka tayo magluluto ng pork, kailangan tender and juicy. Kaya naman, we're assured of high quality because they are grain-fed to perfection. So, here is our thawed-out pork. Siyempre, nag-prepare na ako ahead of time. The way I thawed it out is by just taking it out from the freezer at least mga 24 hours before. Para ma-thaw out na siya naturally, it will be easier for us to use it. So the first thing that we need to do, of course, I sliced it already, and we're just gonna season here our all-purpose flour with some salt and pepper. Okay. And we'll do the same with our pork. So just season it. There. And also on the other side. Okay, so while we're doing that, let me just heat up our pan with some oil because we will be frying our pork. Okay, so let me just turn this to the other side. Ayan, no? Talaga namang fatty ang ating belly, US pork belly, which is really what we're after. Diba? Kailangan yung fat content niya ay mataas because we're gonna be baking this later. At syempre, pag nagbe-bake tayo ng mga pagkain, kailangan mataas ang fat content or else magda-dry out siya. So this one will be juicy pa rin kahit na i-bake natin mamaya. So again, some pepper and salt. Diba, alam naman natin ang US has the most stringent food safety practice. Kaya naman consumers can be assured of high quality and guaranteed wholesomeness. So when you go to the grocery, remember, you look for the sticker. Ayan. So okay na. What we're gonna do now is, ayan, let's just make sure that the flour is well seasoned as well. Okay. Let's just get our pork pieces and dredge it here sa ating all-purpose flour. There. So make sure that it's well coated with our all-purpose flour. Okay. We just get this and place it here again. And one more. Ayan. Okay, pag mainit na yung mantika nyo, we can now start frying our pork pieces. We're gonna fry this skin side down para magkaroon ng crust yung ating skin. So, there! Ayan. We will just fry all of our US pork belly here sa ating pan. Make sure that you do not overcrowd your pan, or else the temperature of your oil will go down. Skin side down there. So we'll just wait for all of this to cook before I add in the last piece para lang hindi bumaba yung temperature ng ating oil. We will just wait for this to brown. And then we'll turn it to the other side. Don't worry, kasi baka isipin nyo, hindi pa luto yan. We'll still bake this later, so kailangan lang naman mag-brown yung surface ng ating meats. Okay, so once na mag-brown na yung other side of our pork, we turn it to the other side to continue the cooking process. Okay. There. Okay, so tapos na yung ating US pork belly na fry na siya. We'll just set it aside first. Gagawin ko muna yung isa sa mga components ng dish na to, which is the fried onion rings. So we just need our onion rings. I'm using white onions. So we'll just need to soak this in milk. Ayan, like so. Soak nyo lang siya for at least mga 5 minutes. So the purpose for that is para mas magkaroon ng milky taste yung ating onions. Okay, while that is soaked, let me just get our all-purpose flour and put it in a bowl. You also need some onion powder. Don't worry, I'll put the recipe sa description box below para magawa nyo rin ito sa bahay nyo. And I also have here our garlic powder. So onion powder, garlic powder, and some white pepper. So just mix it all here sa isang bowl. Mix it all together. At magpapainit na rin ako ng mantika dito sa ating pan. So just mix it all here. Yan. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get our onion rings. Okay, sige, muna ako ng mga mas na-soak na sa ilalim. And we will just put it in our all-purpose flour. And we will coat it with the mixture. Okay, so now we have our US pork belly fried. We also have our onion rings. Let's go to the next one. Okay, I have here a bowl. And dito natin mamaya rin lulutuin yung ating pork belly sa oven. Of course, as I said, I've already preheated our oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, I have here, this is cream of mushroom soup in can. So we're just gonna put it in a bowl. There. And then, I have here some white wine. Ayan. Doon sa mga moms na nanonood ngayon, mismo na kung may wine, may alcohol. Don't worry, once you cook off the alcohol naman, basta mainitan na to, mawawala na yung alcohol content. Ang matitira na lang yung alcohol flavor. But if you don't like that, you could always replace this with some pork stock. Pwede rin yun. So I'll just place it here sa ating bowl. So just mix it all together. So parang i-dilute natin ngayon yung ating cream of mushroom soup in can. There. So just mix it all. There you go. Make sure na walang buo-buo. Ayan. Okay. And now I have here our sour cream. So this is about 1 cup of sour cream. I'm just gonna use half first. And I will leave the half for later. So just mix it there. For now that everything is mixed together, let me get my oven-proof casserole. Let us get our US pork belly, which has been fried. Let's place it here in the middle. There. So I will just get half of the onion rings that I fried. Half lang. So I'm just gonna use my hands. Don't worry, my hands are clean. So let's just place it here on top of our pork belly. I'm gonna leave some for later for plating. There. And then let me get this one. So we're just gonna pour this on top of our meat. Our US pork belly. Okay, let's just pour it. So smothered and loved and poured over ang ating US pork belly. So let me just place this inside the oven. We'll continue cooking this for around 30 minutes. Diba kaya nga kanina, as I mentioned, while I was cooking the pork, don't worry kasi we're gonna be cooking it some more in the oven. So kahit na mag-brown lang yung sides, so we'll just pop it in the oven. Okay, so while we're waiting for our US pork belly casserole to cook, gagawa pa tayo ng isa pang component ng ating dish, ang aking smashed potato. So this is actually very easy as well. So this is smashed potato. The difference between smashed and mashed is ang ating smashed potato, you don't have to take out the skin of the potatoes once you boil it. And it doesn't have to be so fine, kahit na medyo may buo-buo siya. See kung pasok na ba siya sa panlasa ko. Kasi pag pasok na siya sa panlasa ko, pasok na rin siya sa panlasa ng pamilya ko. Sarap. Okay. This is good. Okay, let me set this aside. And then we'll check on our pork. Ayan. So let me just get this first. Halfway into cooking time. Okay, so here's our pork belly halfway into cooking. I took it out from the oven because I'll be adding, again, the other half of our sauce. Tanggalin na. Busin na natin lahat para nga mas masarap siya. Very rich. Very decadent. Nox, decadent. Okay. And then we add in again the rest of our onion rings, fried onion rings, and okay, I have here some grated cheddar cheese and we'll put it on top. There. Lagyan natin. Para talagang masarap, malasa, creamy, moist and tender ang pork, and then you have your creamy sauce, creamy and cheesy sauce. Let's put everything. Okay, so let's just put our cheese on top and we will place this back in the oven and let this cook for around 10 minutes more or until the cheese has melted already. Let's go! Okay, our US pork belly casserole is ready. Let's just turn this off. Ayan na siya. Oh, the cheese has melted. And look at the color. Very, very attractive. See? And let's go. So our US pork belly casserole is ready. Let me just add some finishing touches. We don't actually have to take it out from this microwavable or oven-proof dish kasi maganda na siyang i-serve as is. So let me just slice some parsley for garnish. Of course, you want some color into our dish. Ayan. Okay, it's good. Let's just sprinkle a little bit of that here. And let me get our smashed potato and place some here. Ayan, perfect combination. Sarap na naman ang pagkain dito sa bahay. Excited na naman yung mga tao dito. Kaya ang hirap mag-diet eh. Wala mo ng diet today. There you go. Let me just get some parsley pa. Ay, natakpan pala yung parsley. There. Oha. Very nice. And let's get our US pork flag. Toothpick. Lagay lang natin dyan. Oh, diba? Exciting! Hindi ko siya mahawakan kasi mainit siya. But there you have it. Tapos na. Napakasimple lang. It's something new that you could make for your family. Ang aking US pork belly casserole. Ayan guys, I hope that you enjoyed watching today's video. Sana naman nasundan nyo from start to finish. O hindi ba, ang dali lang niyang gawin. And actually, if you use US pork, you would actually cut down on your cooking time kasi nga tender na yung meat to begin with. Again, US pork is available in leading supermarkets. We'll flash down below kung saan nyo siya pwedeng bilhin. At para makasigurado kayo na US pork ang binibili ninyo, just look for the US pork sticker. Also guys, please like and follow USMEF ASEAN page to know more of where to buy US pork and of course for upcoming promos. Again, please stay tuned every month for the special savory US pork dishes that I'll be sharing made from US pork, grain-fed to perfection. Ayan, like always, please don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you again next month, okay, for another episode of It's the Best. This is your Chef Mom Rosebud. Thank you again so much for watching. Keep safe everyone. God bless you all. Kain muna ako ulit ha.